So for this video, what I wanted to do was play around with different armor sets for the purposes of figuring out which armor set I like for dueling. And this one right here, because of the massive stagger damage, used to be my go-to primarily. This was it. This one helped me massively when I was dueling just about most of the characters in the game. So I'm gonna go down the charms and take a look at my charms just for the purposes of dueling. So this looks like a good combination for dueling purposes, right? I got perfect parry dodges, easier to perform. Iron Will revives you at 50%, because if you do get hit on lethal, sometimes depending on your armor and your charms, you can get one-shotted by some of these characters. And then mostly melee damage. So I'm going to try and focus on damage and stagger, including this one, right? Because this one's a massive increase to melee damage. Well, I wonder how much like OP I can get this just for the purposes of dueling. So we'll leave that. For dueling, I won't need Heavenly Strike. So let's go with that one healing charm. The one that gives you 50% when you do the healing, same as the other armor. That one, Iron Will. And then right there, damage. And then double, chance to deal double damage, chance to deal double damage. And I wonder if I should, 'cause that's 10, 20, and then another 20. That's we'll just leave that alone. And then if I want to just make it like a fixed damage, then I'll do that, right? So let's just leave that there. And then the other one I want to compare is this one. But right now I have it set up this way for like groups of enemies, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up. So we've got 1, 2, this one melee damage by a massive amount, and then so we've got 1, 2, 3 ferocities. Let's add another bludgeoning right here. So we're going to end up with this one, the Iron Will, right? Because you want to come back with at least 50% of your health. Ferocity for the melee damage, right? Melee damage. So got 3 of those, and then 2 stagger damages. So let's see. Now we got to pick a fight, just so we could keep track of where we're at. Let's just fast travel over here. So we're here. Let's pick a gear. Let's start off with that one, and then let's. Oh, I can't. Oh, you had to replay the duel. Yeah, you can replay the duel. So let's replay this duel. Check our stance. We got it. Ooh. Took me out pretty quick. Let's give it another try here. Whoa, oops. Nope. See, I blinked and I wasn't paying attention. Ah. I gotta pay attention. I'm just gonna take the kill. Yeesh. Nope. Gotta keep an eye on him, right? Oof. I was getting greedy. I was gonna hit him with the heavy attack. Alright, so let's end. I didn't want to keep fighting that dude if a different armor set would match my play style, whatever it might be. So let's try the GOSAKU armor. See if I have a better chance of beating this guy. Replay. Yep. Well, that kind of answers that for me. I tend to do a lot better with that GOSAKU armor, right? So, what if it has something to do with the charms? So let's check this one back, right? Because I had these. Let's change these up. So I've got Iron Will, right? Perfect parries, Inari's Might. So let's go. What is it? Ferocity, right? So let's go Ferocity here. Let's go Ferocity here, and then let's add a Bludgeoning to increase the stagger, right? It's way up here. Keep going, way up here. Okay, where's the Bludgeoning? Bludgeoning. So we have one stagger, right? So we got one stagger. Damage, damage, damage. Just try that again and see if that improves my ability to beat this guy with this particular armor set. So obviously that helps. For me, I need to be able to apparently deal as much damage as possible in a short period of time. I guess that's the way I fight. I need it, because since they can hit you really hard, since it is lethal, maybe I need the same thing to just damage these guys as quickly as possible. Let's double check these charms. Damage, damage, damage. Oh, stagger, damage, stagger. So I got 2 staggers, 3 damages. Alright, let's give it a shot with this armor. Come on. Whoa, stagger. Okay. That was pretty quick. Let's take a look. I wonder, because of the parry that it gives you, if I should put less focus on stagger and more focus on damage. So let's put another ferocity here. That's all of them. So we've got damage. Actually, let's, just so it looks cleaner, let's do this. We'll go here, ferocity. So now we've got damage, 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 damage. 50% of your maximum health. And then let's use this as our variable. So I'm thinking possibly bludgeoning, but I don't know if I necessarily need the stagger. And I don't know if any of these other ones are going to help me at all, but let's take a quick look. Maybe should I do bonus damage while at full health? Let's try that. Real quick, this guy again. I think I really like this armor. Let's go get into another fight. Let's see, who should we pick? Let's just pick one. I'll duel them on the spider lilies. Let's check this one out. He's one of the 6 blades, right? Let's see how we do against a real duelist. Whoa, okay. Gotta remember that attack. Okay, keep an eye on him.
Ryuzo's stories don't do you justice. They never did.
Ooh, I timed that wrong. We gotta try that again. I remember this guy being particularly fun.
Ryuzo's stories don't do you justice. They never did.
Keep an eye on him. I'm liking this armor set for duels. So let's just do a quick comparison. That one and the one I tend to do really well with in duels is the GOSAKU armor. So let's go for it again with this one. See how different that fight feels.
Ryuzo's stories don't do you justice. They never did.
I'll take the death.
Ryuzo's stories don't do you justice. They never did.
Whoops.
Ryuzo's stories don't do you justice. They never did. You fought well, but we're finished.
See, when you do it right, this armor's still pretty tough against these guys because of the stagger damage. Let's see, we gotta pick somebody else. Masako? Oh, dude, she was particularly difficult. I remember that fight. Maybe we'll do that one. Duel of Crashing Waves. Autumn Leaves. Like, some of these guys, like, once you get their patterns, they're not super hard. Ryuzo. Oh, that Ryuzo duel was pretty tough. But I don't remember this is the first one or the second one. Because there's a second duel where he's pretty mean in. Duel Kotun-kan. Let's do... Where's Masako? There's Ryuzo. Let's do Ryuzo. Let's try it with the GOSAKU armor to start. Oh, this one. There was another one where it was like floating candles or something. This was the second one, I think. Let's give it a shot.
You should have surrendered.
I won't die by your uncle's hand.
You won't stop me, Ryuzo.
The poison. You broke your uncle's code.
You left me no choice.
Saw that one coming a mile away. It just didn't hit.
Why
My
didn't
thumbs
you
just didn't want to
listen?
hit the dodge button, you know what I mean? Try it again.
You should have surrendered.
I won't die by your uncle's hand.
Sneaky.
You won't stop me, Ryuzo.
The poison. You broke your uncle's code.
You left me no choice. I'll never forgive you.
Alright, GOSAKU armor. Pretty tough, right? Alright, we gotta do the comparison. One more shot here. Just way up here, right? This one. Dual Ryuzo. Okay, let's try it with the SARUGAMI armor.
You should have surrendered.
I won't die by your uncle's hand.
One hit. Woo!
God has to see your head.
I'll take the death.
Forgive me.
You should have surrendered.
I won't die by your uncle's hand.
You won't stop me, Ryuzo.
The poison. You broke your uncle's code.
You left me no choice.
Whoa.
God has to see your head. Forgive me.
You should have surrendered.
I won't die by your uncle's hand.
You won't stop me, Ryuzo.
The poison. You broke your uncle's code.
You left me no choice.
Oof.
Why didn't you listen?
I did better with the GOSAKU armor, didn't I? Or maybe just not focused. Alright, focus.
You should have surrendered.
I won't die by your uncle's hand.
I wouldn't call that focus.
Why didn't you listen?
Just absolutely brutal and lethal, right? I mean, the
You should have
charms on
surrendered.
this is
I
kind of
won't
like
die by
a
your uncle's hand.
an advantage, but then there's a disadvantage. I'll explain it in a second.
You won't stop me, Ryuzo.
The poison. You broke your uncle's code.
You left me no choice. I'll never forgive you.
I guess that's what that looks like with the Sarugami armor, but I couldn't explain it while I was fighting, but I think I understand what it means when it says regular parry is disabled, because it kind of feels like there's different parries, right? It's like a regular parry. I feel like I can do regular parries a lot, like when fighting other enemies and even dueling. It's like you have to get that perfect parry or your parry doesn't work. It's hard to explain until you feel it, but it's weird. That's why I like this one versus the GOSAKU armor, because the GOSAKU armor, it doesn't affect your parry window. It doesn't disable it, right? So you have the normal perfect parry window, and then I have this charm. Perfect parries and perfect dodges are easier to perform, right? Versus this one where the regular parry is disabled, and then it's really hard to explain it. Once you experience it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Kind of feels like this regular parry, which I think I normally do regular parries a lot, and then like the perfect parry and perfect dodges feel different. Anyways, so that's that. I don't want to keep dragging this out, but it's kind of like the biggest difference I think between these two armors is this one gives you that chain attack. So like when you get a perfect parry, then you can just hit your enemy 3 times, which is pretty cool. And then by default it comes with an increase in the perfect parry and perfect dodge windows, which is nice. And then the resolve gains. And I guess for me, when I'm dueling, it's all about just stacking damage, apparently, right? Damage. And then I wonder if I had changed this to, where's it at? Bludgeoning, if that would have helped me out a little bit. But I'm not going to drag this out. This is probably long enough. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, give me a like. If you really enjoyed that, give me a subscribe. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.